G'day. Well, this time we've gone from the beautiful beaches of Fraser Island and coastal environment to full bush. We're out here at Lightning Ridge for the first part of our little trip. We'll be here for 3 days and then we're heading to Culgoa Floodplain National Park for 3 days. Full bush remote camping. We're staying at a place called Lawn Station just outside of town. Flies are pretty rife, but they're not as bad as they could be, I guess. But anyway, it's bloody beautiful. It's so quiet, peaceful. Temperature's not bad, it's nice and warm still. But we're gonna have a temperature swing of about 15 degrees overnight, I think. So it'll be nice and cool at night. So we crank up the fire. Got the chain, stinging nettle or whatever the bloody hell it's called. But anyway. But yeah, so we're gonna go do a couple of the, we've got car door tours where you just drive around and follow the colours of the doors and it gives you a little tour, like a self-guided tour. So you're gonna do some of that, go check out some opals, go fossicking. There's plenty to do. It's fully Mad Max out here. Full rugged, outback, red dirt, the whole lot. But anyway, as I said, it's excellent. And I'm loving it. We got in here about 10 o'clock this morning. We left yesterday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and drove through till 11 o'clock. Got to Moree, and rather than set up camp, we were just buggered. So we had got into a motel and checked in and had a good sleep and hit the road this morning at 8 o'clock and yeah, got here at 10 o'clock. So we're all set up at camp now. And yeah, we're gonna go back into town and have a look around. They've got some Easter festival thing on. And yeah, we'll check back in later. Later that afternoon, we headed out and had a look around and we came across the first blue car door, so we decided to keep on driving and yeah, get that tour in. It's pretty cool, hey babe?
It's unreal.
Where are we again? Some underground mine tour thing?
Tell you a little bit about this.
On the blue card tour? Blue car door tour?
Amongst the dry mullock heaps at Lightning Ridge, the miners' camps hide in what little shade there is. In living here, they say, you find yourself.
Walking around these little mines really gives you an insight on what it was actually like. It wasn't really dug out to this stand-up sort of height. The miners had come down off to the side here. We can see where the old floor level was. They used to crawl on their hands and knees and chisel out the walls by hand. It wasn't until much later they dug it out so you could stand down there and get the diggers down there and obviously get at it that way. But you have a look at this bit here and you just think to yourself, imagine working down there all day just on your stomach, digging the wall out and then throwing the dirt behind you and trying to make room for yourself to get around. It's just insane. But they did it, and they did it hard. And yeah, obviously made a few bob along the way.
About to start the red door car tour. We're at door number 1 and we're just going to follow them through and see where we go.
These car door tours, they're self-guided and they're absolutely brilliant. As we were out driving around, we quickly realised that all these little areas were actually suburbs of town, if you like, and you really did see how they actually live, and it was just blowing our minds at how simplistic and also resourceful they are with their little digs. Amigos Castle has quite the story of a bloke who battled with the local council, even if you want to call it a council out there. But anyway, it still stands today, luckily, and there's a few blokes threatened to find themselves at the bottom of a hole if they tried to touch it. But anyway, if you ever visit the place, you will obviously get filled in on the story behind this castle, and if not, well, We're inside Amigos Castle, babe. Amigos Castle. It's literally a castle. Made of all these stones and rocks and cement. Must have taken the bloke ages. It's the view out the back window. Everyone out here on Lightning Ridge takes out a 20-year lease on a 50 by 50 block of land, and they basically just live and work on that block. So it's pretty interesting, and very simple means of living. So I'll try to show you out the back here. Most of them are just corrugated iron shacks. Guessing you can't walk on there? Pretty cool, hey babe?
Very cool. I can't believe he built this.
I know, it's mad, eh? We woke up to the bush on a beautiful day, and we decided we'd head west to the other opal fields and check out Growin and Glengarry and the sheepyards. G'day, g'day. Out here at Growin Golf Course. It's yeah, a really nice golf course. We just stopped at the pub in the scrub, had a rumby, and just thought I'd stop out here on one of the greens, or you might call it the blacks, just for Scotty. If you're up for a golf trip, Scotty, we could come all the way out here, mate. It's very different. This is a short par 3, and this is the hole we got to deal with. There we go, mate. Very green, as you can see. Not, but I reckon you'd struggle to make par on this one, mate. Not so much because of the, it's not really a green. More just your level of talent, but anyway. Yeah, we should come out here and have a game, mate. See what happens. It's very different. There's your fairways, just beautiful. It'd be a very interesting game of golf. I'm not sure what colour balls you'd use, but anyway, obviously use the white and the red ones. Maybe. That's closer to the pin markers actually, because this is a par 3. So anyway, there we go. Unreal. We didn't think our minds would be blown anymore, but when we headed out this way, it's about 90 kilometres west of Lightning Ridge, and just obviously again it's almost like we stepped back another 100 years in how people were living, and yeah, a lot more resourceful, a lot more not much going on in comparison to Lightning Ridge, but same sort of lifestyle, and even just more remote. It was unbelievable. And everyone's so happy, and they all want to ask you where you're from, what you're doing, and very hospitable people, and yeah, not many people make the trip to go out here, but definitely worth it if you're ever out that way. This war memorial had some of the best memorabilia I think I've ever seen in any war memorial, and it was out in the sticks where hardly anyone goes, and they're actually gearing up for their Anzac Day celebrations, which just happened to be one of their biggest days of the year out there. But unfortunately we had to make tracks and weren't able to stay the extra day to enjoy that with them. Where are we, Ben?
We're at the Glengarry Hilton in the middle of the minefields, the opal minefields at Lightning Ridge. This is an unbelievable day. I guess the weirdest things was the futuristic photos in this pub. We're looking at all the photos and we've seen one of Andy.
Check it all out. Oh, it's not really. Yep, there we go. But anyway, yeah, this one up here, Andy. Have a look at you. Future you. This is the legend that started it all. This is the Historical Society's little hut in town. That's what she looked like in 35, and this is what it looks like now. Not much has changed. They've got great collections of stuff all through the whole place. Just relics everywhere from as far back as when it all started. And just really interesting to have a look around the place. And definitely worth the stop in. It's not open every single day, so make sure you're there on a day that it is open. Have a look at this lot, eh? Fair effort's gone into this house. Didn't kill a bloke. Some right beerhead made a house out of empty cans. And bottles. This is the vitamin B wall. A couple of cardos of VB in this one. Check out this rig. They don't even drive it, they tow it. This is one of those big diesel motors they use to suck the stone out of the holes. Well, it's got to have some juice, eh, to pull that out. Just sucks it right up out of the hole and then spits it out into the bottom of the truck, or the back of the truck. They take it off to get agitated and washed.
Everyone's come back, although we all have perfect records, no one's been lost before, except
Breaking bread, babe. He's just breaking that bread.
Okay, come on.
Chambers of the Black Hand is a very interesting place to visit. Claims to be one of the best outback attractions in Australia, but when you're in there, it's not hard to see why. Basically, the story is this some legend miner bloke basically hand dug stairs down to his mine, and what he did was instead of walking all the way back out every day for lunch, he hacked into the sandstone layer and built a smoko room. And in the smoko room, he started chiseling away little things, and as more and more people came to visit, it became more popular. So he just continued to sculpt things throughout the sandstone layer, made a bunch of other tunnels full of all this artwork, and it basically it's got representations from religion, different places in the world, and all sorts of things all the way through it. So it's a really good look. They don't really miss you though with the price, but I'd have to say it's well worth it in the end. Huh? What was it?
It's almost a storm.
Looks like him too. G'day. That's the end of Lightning Ridge. Pretty mad time, hey babe?
It was an experience, that's for sure.
What's your favourite part? Or what's the recap?
I don't know
Best
if I have
parts?
I don't know if I have a favourite. There were so many things going on, but I think the highlights for me was probably the orange car door tour and the 3 pubs in the scrub. That was definitely an experience, and also going through the opal fields and felt like I stepped back into yesteryear. I can't believe how they live and how they operate and how they survive, really.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good, eh? We got to have a chat to John Murray, a local artist, a bit of a legend. Always liked his artwork. There we go, big caravan going across the grid. Anyway, yep, always, here comes another one. Liked his artwork, and just lucky enough to meet him, and actually got a piece signed by him to take home.
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
babe.
But yeah, it was pretty mad to see him there, and he's just really friendly, a bit of a legend, and happy to have a chat to you. So it was pretty welcoming of him. But everyone really is pretty welcoming. All the miners just want to have a chat, and it's a very basic life out here. But they all seem pretty happy with themselves, and it looks tough, but I think at the same time it's pretty simplistic, and I think that it's very stress-free. I'm not quite sure how the economy works out here. The tourist one does all right.
Cash and trade.
But, I think they find a stone and they wait till they need cash and they go sell it, and it's all cash, and yeah, it's a pretty good way of life, I reckon. But anyway, we've pretty much seen it all, 3 days. The as I said, the car door tours, self-guided tours. When you come here, you'll see that, but they're basically just car doors, and they're all colour-coded, and you get around the whole place. And people live pretty basically, as I said, and you get a little insight on all that, and all the tours you do. But definitely the orange car door tour out a bit further west, about another 90 odd k's away. Absolutely the best out there in the scrub. It's pretty much like what the locals said is Lightning Ridge about 60 years ago. So it's balls to the wall basic out there.
And I can't remember the last time I had that many conversations with people I didn't know.
No.
Hours and hours of conversations with people I didn't know, which was pretty awesome.
Everyone says g'day, and you know, there's no judgmental people out here. It's all you know, say good day, they'll give you your time of day, and yeah, apparently no one's a wanker and everyone gets along, and if anyone's not getting along, they all sort it out pretty quick. They all have each other's backs, and yeah, it's just a really good like community vibe out here. So yeah,
Thanks,
great
Lightning
time.
Ridge. Great time.
Thank you very much for your hospitality. See ya.